you could have done more. You're so naive yet so. How could this be done? You're such a smiling sweetheart. I watched your smiling pretty face. Such an ugly world when someone's so beautiful that every time I look inside, I know she knows that I'm not fond of asking. The two of us, it may be, but she's still out to get me. I know she knows I'm not fond of asking. Two of us, it may be, but she's still out to get me. I may say it was your fault, because I know you could have done more. Oh, you're so naive. So how could this be done? You're such a smiling sweetheart. Well, I watched your smiling pretty face. It's such an ugly world when someone's so beautiful that every time I look inside, I know she knows that I'm not fond of asking. The two of us, it may be, but she still have to get me. I know she knows I'm not fond of asking. The two of us, it may be, but she still have to get me. This be done by such a smiling sweetheart. Oh, you're so naive. It's such an ugly way.
I haven't thought about this in ages. My dad's dead. He was the best dad in the world. He was there for me. He used to make me laugh and smile. I'd just look at him and he would make me smile. He would keep me safe and look after me. Wouldn't let anyone hurt me. I remember when Mum left, Dad sat next to me and gave me the best cuddle and promised me how we would get through this. I was only 5, even though I knew my dad was there for me. I still felt so alone. I find it easier to talk about Mum leaving now. Growing up was hard. I just sat at home on my own for hours, because Dad only come home really late and left really early the next day. Maybe this was Dad's way of getting over Mum. Even when Mum and Dad were together, you could always tell that they were just playing happy families. But when they thought I was asleep, I heard them arguing and fighting about Dad's problems. When Mum had left, me and Dad became so much closer. He used to walk me down to the sweet shop and buy me £1 worth of penny sweets. He always told me how I was his little princess and his #1 girl. But one day, things started to change. Dad became really distant and started to pay less attention to me. He never took me to the sweet shop anymore, and he started making me go to bed earlier. He'd let his friends come over, and they wouldn't leave until the early hours. One morning, I woke up and walked down the stairs, and I could smell a strong scent of weed. The ashtray was full up with a weird-looking roll-up ends that had been half-smoked. There was always white powder on the tables, and I just thought it was sugar for the tea. But now I know the truth behind that white substance. Dad told me that he had become diabetic, so he had to inject himself with insulin. That wasn't true either, because I learned what all them needles were for. He started to become really sleepy and was never happy. He didn't seem to care about me anymore. It got even worse one day. I woke up, and as I was walking down the stairs, I heard nothing. I usually hear something, but this time it was silent. I panicked. I knew something was wrong. I opened the door and saw my dad laying on the floor. He seemed so lifeless. I slowly walked over to him and held his hand. I picked up the phone, but I didn't want to get my dad into any trouble. I didn't know what to do. My dad then slowly opened his eyes, looked straight into my eyes and told me how he was just tired and that he loved me. I remember them words like he said them a second ago. I knew my dad wasn't tired and that he cared, but I always thought how and why he was doing this. If he cared, why? Growing up, I was allowed to do whatever I wanted. I never went to school. I just would go out, get drunk and sleep. That was my life. It's weird. I haven't seen any of my friends in ages. We always used to have sleepovers, but when they found out about my dad, they all changed. They started treating me and my dad like we had an illness they could catch. It was just my dad's way of getting over Mum. On my 16th birthday, Dad was rushed into hospital. I went to see him, and all I saw was tubes breathing him and wires everywhere. I sat next to him and held his hand, and suddenly everything started beeping. I was dragged out of the room crying my eyes out. I could see them hurting my dad. I just couldn't stop them. My dad never breathed himself again. 3 days later, he was pronounced brain dead, and they turned off the machine that was breathing for him. I was the only one who went to his funeral. He didn't have true friends after all. I always just wanted to be like my dad.
Only once the drugs are done, do I feel like dying. I feel like dying. I feel like dying. Only once the drugs are done, do I feel like dying.
Sitting on the clouds, I got smoke coming from my seats. I can play basketball with the moon, I got the whole world at my feet. Playing touch football on marijuana streets, or in a marijuana field. You are so beneath my cleats. Get high, so high that I